Have you ever wondered if you're everything to your dog, but just weren't sure? The truth is, dogs love every member of the family, but they worship only one person. And if you are that person, you'll notice these signs. It's not about tail wagging or excited circling. It's not just happy barking. It's the deeper, emotional, almost human-like gestures. Things only your dog reveals in its most sincere moments. Today, you'll learn 16 things dogs will never do, unless you're the one they love the most. Each action is a quiet confession. You are my whole world. And the first sign, seemingly small, yet emotionally undeniable, is something you might have seen hundreds of times without realizing. And you'll never see it the same way again, because now you'll know it means, I love you. You're sitting, chatting, saying something random, and suddenly your dog tilts its head. Big round eyes, ears perked up, as if trying to truly understand every word you're saying. It seems cute, but it's deeper than that. When a dog tilts its head, it's doing everything it can to understand the sounds you make. Not just your words, but the emotions behind them. A friend of mine, someone who lived alone for many years, once shared that whenever he spoke, his dog would immediately tilt its head, listening intently, waiting for every expression, like a child learning each word. That's not just a reflex, that's connection. That's your dog saying, I'm listening with my heart. And those eyes, have you ever paused because of your dog's gaze? Not just a glance, but a warm, deep, silent look. Dogs that truly love don't just look at you. They hold that gaze like an invisible string tied straight to your heart. A study from Kyoto University shows that eye contact between humans and dogs can raise oxytocin levels, just like a mother staring at her newborn baby. An elderly woman in San Francisco once told me that every morning when she wakes up, her dog Lucky just sits quietly at the edge of the bed, not barking, not moving, as if saying, Are you okay? I'm here. That gaze can't be taught, can't be trained. It's the result of a deep love nurtured over time. Some experts even associate this kind of gaze with classic dog bonding signs, where affection becomes part of everyday behavior. When love becomes habit, your dog will try everything to be near you, not through barking or tail wagging, but through small, meaningful gestures, like resting its head gently on your lap or leaning silently against your leg. One evening, Emily, a single mom in Texas, was working, tired and stressed, when her little dog quietly stepped over, didn't make a sound, and just laid its head on her leg, exhaling softly as if to say, Don't worry, I'm here. Moments like that need no words. True love never does. And sometimes, that love is wet. Those surprise licks on your hand or face that make you giggle or pull back. But don't be annoyed. To dogs, licking is a bonding act from puppyhood. They lick their mothers, their siblings, and as they grow, it becomes their softest way to say, I trust you. I care about you. Henry, a war veteran from Florida, once shared how he often wakes from nightmares. Whenever he does, his old rescue dog Max simply places a paw on his chest and licks his cheek. It's like he knows I'm afraid, he said, and he just wants to wash the fear away with kindness. Is there any language more beautiful? And you'll feel it even more when you're not okay. Dogs have an incredible sense of human emotions. When you're sad, they don't play. They don't bounce around. They simply lie beside you, sometimes just close enough to breathe with you. A girl named Madison once shared on a pet forum, I lost my mom to cancer and barely spoke for 3 weeks. But every night, my little dog Charlie laid at my feet, never sleeping. just watching over me, breathing through the long nights with me. Dogs can't comfort with words, but they do it with presence. That kind of presence has even been observed in dog wellness exams, where vets notice emotional responses dogs show when their favorite human is near. Sometimes their love shows in mimicking you. You yawn, they yawn. You lie down to watch TV, they stretch and sit beside you. Researchers in Italy found dogs can catch human behavior, a rare type of empathetic mirroring in the animal world. Karen from Seattle said that whenever she practices yoga at home, her dog Pogo always comes to the mat and stretches his paws like he's joining in. "I never taught him that," she laughs, "but he does it because he wants to be part of me." When dogs imitate you, they're not performing, they're connecting. And if you are truly the one they love, something magical happens when you walk through the door. Even if you've been gone for 5 minutes or 5 hours, the world explodes with joy at your return. Maria from Los Angeles once shared a video of her coming home after a long trip. Her dog Bruno didn't just jump on her, he ran in circles around the house, brought out all his toys, and laid belly up, making sounds almost like crying. "No one has ever been that happy to see me," she wrote. "That joy isn't habit, it's pure, raw love." But if the love is only temporary, dogs won't do this, gently reaching out a paw to touch you, without being told to. This isn't a shake hands trick. It's a spontaneous act, only done when they crave connection. Many people have shared the same story. You're sitting still, thinking, or lost in your thoughts, and suddenly feel a small paw resting on your arm. Not demanding, not pushing, just saying, "I'm here. You're not alone." An elderly man in Chicago said he would often sit quietly after cancer treatments, and his old dog would always place one paw on his knee, silently, but always at the right moment. That's not a reflex. That's instinct. The instinct of unconditional love. When love transcends words, dogs find other ways to keep you close. One of the most touching signs is when they bring your clothes, the jacket you left on the chair, or your slippers, to their bed. It's not a game. It's their way of keeping you close, even when you're gone. At a rescue shelter in Denver, a dog who had been abandoned was seen every night holding tight to his former owner's old shirt. Though he'd been left behind, he stayed loyal to that scent as a way to keep going. So if your dog brings your worn shirt to bed, just know, you are their whole world, and they don't want to lose you. Because they never want to be apart. They follow you. Everywhere. Into the kitchen, the bathroom, the yard. Rain or shine, they quietly walk with you. It's not curiosity, it's pack instinct, and you are their pack. For dogs with dog separation anxiety, this constant companionship becomes a coping mechanism. They stay close, not from habit, but from deep emotional need. A woman named Susan in Oregon said that after her husband passed, she lived alone with her dog, Cooper. Every time she moved through the house, Cooper would silently follow behind, sometimes just to lie at the door and watch. "He doesn't do anything. He just stays," she wrote. "But that presence is enough to make me feel not alone." That's what dogs do when they truly love someone. They won't let them be lonely, even for a second. Love also makes them adorably needy, like when they gently tap your hand when you stop petting them or turn away. Just a soft nudge. Not pushy, just a reminder. Don't stop. I'm not done yet. Like a child clinging to their mom. Daniel, an IT engineer in New York, said his dog Bolt always rests a paw on his arm whenever he stops working, just to bring back the attention. "I realized he doesn't need much," he said. Just a few seconds of my time makes him happy. And then you understand how much your presence means to this little being. Then there are moments when love becomes silent protection. One rainy night, Linda, 72 years old, living alone in Ohio, woke to a soft growl. Her dog Rex stood firmly in front of the door, growling low as a stranger passed by the yard. The door was locked. The person just walked past. But Rex reacted as if sensing something wasn't right. It wasn't fear. It was duty. It was love, without question. Dogs sense danger before you do, not because they're trained, but because their heart has chosen you as the one to protect. Some even suggest dogs rest more soundly on orthopedic dog beds when they feel their home, and their person is truly safe. And when you're away from home, that love doesn't stop. A shirt, a pillow, a slipper. Anything with your scent becomes their comfort. Many people say their dogs curl up in dirty laundry or lay on their pillow when they're gone. Annie's family dog, Toby, pulled her mom's blanket off the couch and curled up on it for a whole week after she left on a business trip, refusing to go on walks or eat treats. That's how small hearts show longing. No whining, no fuss, just quietly holding on to a piece of someone they love. Interestingly, certain nutrients like omega-3 for dogs have been studied for their potential to support emotional resilience and bonding behaviors in such scenarios. And some love runs so deep, even if taken far away, lost in a crowd, or tied up in a strange place, they still find a way back. You've heard of Hachiko, the dog in Japan, who waited at the train station for 9 years? But there are real-life Hachikos everywhere, like Max, who got lost during a move in California. His owners thought he was gone forever, until 6 months later he was found in a parking lot over 60 miles from their old house. How did he find his way? No one knows for sure, but we all understand. Love is the strongest compass, and for dogs, it's what drives them through anything just to get back to you. Just like how they forgive you. So gently, it breaks your heart. You yell at them when you're tired, delay their walk, forget their meal. They don't stay mad. They don't hold grudges. They wait for a little pet, a quiet, "I'm sorry," and wag their tail like nothing ever happened. A woman named Angela said, "I once stepped on my old dog's paw by accident in a rush. He yelped, then avoided me all day. That night, I sat down and called his name. He came over and rested his head on my hand, as if saying, 'It's okay.'" Dogs don't live in the past. When they love you, they only hold on to the good. And finally, when you look at your dog and see them tilt their head and listen, know that it's not just a cute behavior. It's how their heart says, "Keep talking." I'm listening. I always listen. A dog's love is never loud, but if you pay attention, you'll see. It's everywhere. If you've seen even one of these signs in your dog, congratulations. You are the most special person in their world. Dogs don't speak, but they show. Through their eyes, their actions, and their quiet, irreplaceable loyalty. And if you want to keep discovering the heart of these incredible little companions, hit subscribe. Every week, I'll share more emotional secrets about our four-legged friends, so you never miss a single beat of their beautiful hearts.